Across the tackle, the centre ball, and they couldn't give it out. Everton with Lukaku to Barkley, and he reels away and slides on his knees to celebrate. Lukaku could be there. Lukaku, easy does it. Fine, he'll shoot. He's moving in the air, and it's beaten Howard. But it's a super goal. Look, Remy just got the ball in. Flex stays down, and Remy has got a goal back. It's Everton 3, Newcastle United 2.
At the Etihad Stadium for us was Steve Wilson.
4 wins in the last 6 meetings here, 9 in the last 12 meetings home and away. You'd be forgiven for assuming that that is Manchester City's record against Everton. Actually, it's Everton's against Manchester City. The history of this fixture is the least of Joe Hart's worries. Having conceded 6 goals in 2 games for the first time in 8 years, England's goalkeeper starts, but Hart is one of only 5 survivors from the hammering by Bayern Munich. In come Zabaleta, Lescott, Kolarov, Milner, David Silva and Negredo. Gareth Barry is on loan at Everton from City, so he can't play. James McCarthy moves to that defensive midfield position, and Stephen Naismith, who scored Everton's winner against Chelsea, comes in. Jonathan Moss is the referee, and it's unbeaten Everton from right to left in the first 45 minutes against a Manchester City side who've lost their last 2. And here's Naismith into the path of Lukaku, and Lescott had to be very strong in the first 20 seconds of the game to prevent Romelu Lukaku here. Definitely onside, and Joe Hart was indebted to Julian Lescott there. Zabaleta. Aguero. Distan couldn't dispossess him. With a touch from Leon Osman has brought the free kick on Sergio Aguero, who had turned away from Distan, and Osman just caught him. This is Alexander Kolarov against a 5-man Everton wall and Tim Howard. Kolarov, side netting. Well, when they saw Tim Howard's towel ruffling, there were quite a few fans inside the ground who thought that was in. Naismith in quickly, did well. Barkley's made a good start to the game. Stephen Naismith, free kick here. Aguero is not convinced about that, but Morales will play it through to Naismith. City, they've been caught here. Good recovery by Fernandinho, and Lukaku there. Everton have nearly caught Manchester City on the counter. It happened in the first 20 seconds of the game, and it nearly happened again here. Fernandinho's intervention almost turned into a pass for Lukaku, and Joe Hart was scrambling. I don't know if it's the early start, but there's quite a few empty seats inside the Etihad at the moment. Onside here, Lukaku. Had to wait for the pass slightly. He beats Lescott brilliantly, and Joe Hart gets a hand to it, but it's not enough, and Everton are in front. Well, Lukaku scores. That match perhaps almost inevitable, but Joe Hart again got a big hand to that and couldn't keep it out. Manchester City 0, Everton 1. How simple was this? Floated over the top. He's definitely onside. He's played a mile onside, actually, by Vincent Kompany. Then he just beats Lescott, and Joe Hart, low to his right-hand side, will be disappointed, not for the first time this week. And Manchester City, who haven't lost 3 games on the run for 3 years, have lost their last 2, and they're behind again, and Joe Hart is under the spotlight again. There is no hiding place at the moment for Manchester City's England goalkeeper. Yaya Toure. Oh, beautifully done, Negredo! 1-1! Just what Manchester City needed, an instant response from Negredo. There's an old cliche that you're never more vulnerable than when you've just scored. Calmly done by Negredo. Lovely play by Yaya Toure. He was the creator of this. Negredo the finisher. It's 1 each. Yaya Toure. Kolarov getting forward from left back. Morales ran a long way to make that challenge, and he might have been better off leaving it to the defenders. Well, if you've got a Brazilian in your side, you might as well let him take the free kicks. It's played short to David Silva, brilliantly done. Oh, and it's wide! Aguero's missed it, brilliant free kick. Well, it obviously worked a treat on the training ground, and it should have worked a treat again. But Aguero has put it wide. Manchester City should be in front. 6 minutes to go to half-time. David Silva making a forward run. Zabaleta waits and then feeds the retreating David Silva. Lovely flick to Negredo. Fed through to Aguero. Big chance off. Big chance. Well, to miss the chance is one thing. To miss the ball is something else. Leighton Baines. Good ball that is. Lukaku and Nastasic. Well, Everton are saying that Nastasic pushed him, and it did look suspicious. It's a lovely ball in. Nastasic there has lent his left arm into the back of Romelu Lukaku and took a risk in doing that. Milner. Through to David Silva. Well, Negredo and Coleman together, and Negredo has reacted rather angrily to Seamus Coleman. There's a bit of rutting going on between the two of them. The game is going on as well. Here's David Silva. Negredo's in a good position. Instead it's gone to Aguero. Scores! Right at the end of the half, Sergio Aguero puts Manchester City in front with the hardest of the 3 opportunities he's had. Everton behind with seconds left in the half. Sergio Aguero scores. It's a really good finish. So much pace on the shot that Tim Howard was beaten. Manchester City 2, Everton 1. Milner. And David Silva's in a great position. Milner feeds him now. Might have wanted it a bit earlier than that, but that's a lovely ball to Negredo. Kolarov. Half out by Morales. Flying in the challenge from James Milner. And the referee puts his whistle to his lips, I think, to end the half, but James McCarthy is down here. It's a very strong challenge. But Jonathan Moss has given James Milner a yellow card, and you just wonder whether Milner hasn't slightly got away with that. Naismith confronted by Fernandinho, stays on his feet. Barkley. Morales ahead of him, lovely ball, Morales! His first trust just let him down. Lovely ball by Barkley, very close to being offside, but he might just have been level with Nastasic, and Joe Hart had to advance very quickly. Halfway through the second half, Zabaleta, Yaya Toure, Zabaleta for the return, pull back, was he? Penalty, had to be. Coleman on Zabaleta, penalty Manchester City. Well, he protests Seamus Coleman, but Jonathan Moss had no doubt at all, and had pointed to the spot almost before the Argentine had hit the floor. Well, Zabaleta went down easily, but Coleman did use his left arm. What you would say about the Manchester City penalty is that in the replay it looks like less of a foul than the Nastasic shove on Lukaku in the first half. Oh, just 3-1. Unlucky Tim Howard. Big job on now for Everton. Really unlucky, the Everton keeper. It crept and wriggled over the line. Got a hand to it, hit the post, hit him on the shoulder, into the back of the net. If you wanted to split hairs, you might say that that's actually a Howard own goal. 3-1. Well, the last unbeaten Barclays Premier League record is about to go. Here's Nasri. just about 20 seconds to go, I reckon. Nasri, might be a fourth here. Sami Nasri, well played, Tim Howard. Well, this would have put the seal on it from Manchester City's point of view, and would have been a very flattering fourth.
We really need this victory because we start the game, we were 5 points down Arsenal, so it's an important amount of points, and it was very important to continue winning here at home.
The penalty that he was awarded, I think John Moss needs to watch it again and needs to understand why he gave the penalty. If you're going to give a penalty for that, it's going to make the game really, really difficult. Then you're looking at, if you want to give the same sort of level for any type of incident that you're going to get in the box, Romelu's incident is more of a penalty.
If I revise all the match, I don't remember that Everton really had the important chance to score another goal. So I don't think that different today between the two teams was the penalty.